So this guy is Diamond 3. His peak is Diamond 3. He has about 2,000 hours in the game. And let's see what he can do different to finally hit Champ 1 in 2v2. So let's go into it. Okay, here, this is good. This is all right. I think you should actually cheat on the kickoff, but it's fine. You choose to go for the boost. The next time you're gonna go for this corner boost, make sure that you flip into the boost instead of just driving, because that's much faster. So in this situation here, this is good. This is very good that you're showing that you're gonna challenge the ball, but just leave it. Do not challenge it. Just make a soft touch so that you can grab back or like down and then follow the ball. Because as you can see here, both the opponents are very far away from your net and you, so you have time. You don't need to rush it. By flipping into the ball right now, you may be gonna pass it to them, which is gonna be bad, unless you know how to air dribble and stuff. So make sure that you look for your opponents before you make a decision. So here, you whiff the ball, you try to flip into the ball, which is not a good idea. By flipping into this ball, you would have just passed it to them because they were waiting for you to do this, which is not so good. When your car is in a position like this, you want to boost. Boost always when you're facing down. That's the fastest way to get down. And in this situation, you should go into your net because you can't see the last opponent, and you can see that your teammate is gonna go for the ball. So you should just rotate back post. This is good. So here you should just wait. You don't want to challenge this because even if you challenge now this early, you're just gonna hit it on their wall and it's gonna bounce back and they will maybe have an open net. Let your teammate do the work. So this should be a goal, which you should have scored. I know your teammate missed, but he was in a bad position and a bad angle. And he just, yeah, you should have scored this even though he missed because you were so close. He was in a hurry. And if you go back, you'll see that he's kind of blocking just in case the opponent is shooting, which is why you can see like right now, he's using his car to block the shot. But their opponent didn't have boosts and was not able to reach the ball. So you should have scored this, to be honest. And now you just want to boost and flip. You should flip a little bit earlier, but that's fine. So that was an open net. When you're going for kickoff, always diagonal flip. Even if you don't know how to speed flip cancel, like speed flip or flip cancel, it doesn't matter, just diagonal flip. That's much faster than forward flip. Here, you should go for the mid boost, the big boost in the middle, instead of going for their corner boost. Because a simple rule I can go back and just show you is that if the ball is going like in this side right here, it's kind of almost in the middle, you want to rotate back. You don't want to grab this boost. You have nothing to do with that corner boost. You're just going out of the play and there's nothing you can do accordingly to the play. Whatever your teammate does, you're out of the play and you're using car cam way too long. You're not following what's happening or anything. That's fine. again, you need to just, if you're going to use car cam, use it for like 1 second maximum, so that you can see what's going to happen next. I don't know if you saw that, but your teammate, he got a flip reset here, which means that he can actually touch the ball again. So if his car is like, if his 4 wheels are beneath the car, beneath the ball, he has a reset, which means that you should wait patiently. So I would just, if I were you, I would just wait, because there is no threat. You can see the opponents are a little bit far away. Now they're coming closer. I would still wait. So in this situation, I would just wait till your teammate has done another touch instead of jumping for it. Because now, as you can see, you're jumping when it's not a threat. This ball is not a threat. This opponent can't score from that angle, so you don't have to go for it. You're going too soon, and you're also like double committing with your teammate, which you can see now, and you get dribbled by your teammate. Here, I think you should stay a little bit more behind, because this is a 50-50 going to happen. Yeah, this is fine. Try, like, if you go back here, look at the opponent. The opponent is very far away from you. There is no challenging, no threat. Just go down again. You should just drive down, and let the ball come to you, and then you can start dribbling it. But by flipping into this ball like this, you're just making awkward touches, and you're kind of out of the play for no reason. You're not dribbling anyone. There is no 50-50 going on. You don't have to do this. The only time you want to flip into the ball is when, if you see that someone is like challenging you, and you need to get the ball above them or away from them, then it's fine. Again, remember to boost down. Boost right now so that you get down. Yeah, that's good. That's good. I don't know why you flipped there. Boost down, and don't try to challenge this. This ball is way, like, if you want to challenge it, you want to go more to the left and actually try to block the shot if you're able to do that. But don't jump like this. Like, you're not challenging anything here, and you're just throwing off your position, and you're throwing off your speed. You're going to be much slower to rotate back, which is going to make everything more awkward for your teammate. Again, boost whenever you're in the air. Tilt your car down and boost. That's much faster to get down. And yeah, here you should get that boost. I think you're playing a little bit too close to your teammate and the ball, because there's a 50-50 going to happen real soon, and it's going to be really hard to save that for you if you're this close. So, like, I would have stayed a little bit more back, to be honest, because this is a risky play going to happen. And if you want to dodge a demo, try just single jumping. That's easier than you driving to the right. Now that you have drove to the right, your car is in an awkward position according to the play. So I don't understand why your car is facing towards the left. Like, the degree your car is facing it doesn't make sense. Your car should be facing either towards the ball or where the ball might go, but it should, in this position, it should be, your car should be facing 90-degree forward or a little bit to the left, but not this much, because you can't score quite simple from this position you are in now. But if you are facing the net, somehow it will be much easier. So here you just wait, and now you should score this. This is an open net, the second open net in this game. But as you see, your car is too much to the right, and that's going to make it very awkward for you. So in this position, I would have faced the ball a little bit more and wait for the ball to come to me, and then when I have a good angle, I can shoot it in. Yeah, you can actually score this, but you are hesitating. You're not, and you're starting to reverse here, as you see. If you had just gone for this ball, you would have scored it. So this was so you chose to hesitate, and that made them score on you. Again, cheat for the kickoff or go for your big corner boost. Do not just stay in the background because you're not going to do anything good with it. Okay, this is, so you want to follow where the ball is going. So as you see the ball is going to the left, you want to go to the left big boost if you want to grab big boost. You don't want to go above from the play like you're doing now. It's just going to make everything more awkward. And if you for some reason choose to go for this other corner boost, which you should not, you should rotate to the right now so that you are close to your back post, but you're going to the left, which is making you, this is by going this direction, and you can see that the opponent has the ball, your teammate is behind the opponent, the opponent has maybe a clean shot to your net. By doing this decision right here, you're actually making yourself more further from your net. If you have drove to the right instead of left, it would have been closer for you to go and rotate back post and actually save this shot. Since he missed, that's good. Again, this opponent missed the ball, but there is no threat. You can't even see their opponents on your screen. You don't want to flip into this ball, just make it come to you and try to dribble or drive with it. Stay close to the ball. And if you for some reason want to flip to your teammates, but as you can see, your teammate is kind of rotating back, so there's no point in passing to your teammate here, if that was your thoughts. Yeah, that's good. That's actually really good. It's really good that you did not go for this big boost and that you tried to challenge. I think that's a good decision right here. And you did the correct thing. The only thing was that the opponent messed his car up inside the net, which is obviously a little bit hard to see while you're playing. So this is a good decision. You're trying to block his shot. Again, try to not use the car cam for so long because you can't see where the ball is. Okay, like, so here, if you don't know what to do in this position, you can see that he is most likely going to bring this ball up the wall. You have time to grab that big boost in your corner if that's what you want, but you got to do it now. But as you can see, you're just waiting, and then you start to boost. So now, it's going to be awkward for you to do anything with this guy. And I think you're jumping or taking aerial a little bit too fast. You should drive closer to the ball, then go for an aerial. That's much faster when the ball is low. So I would have probably drove like 5 centimeters and then go for an aerial. You're going a little bit too close. No, I mean, you're jumping a little bit too far away. And when you do that, you're just wasting boost for no reason. So this is good, and you also go for a 50, which is good. Right now, you should drive towards the ball and rotate that way. That's the closest, the fastest way to get back to your net. But you are choosing to drive the other direction, which is making it you're wasting probably 2 seconds just by doing that. And that can cost you a goal. So as you see here, your teammate takes the ball. This is an open net right here. But since you chose to rotate the other way, you can't do anything with this open net. So this is the third open net that you should have actually scored. So your teammate actually leaves the ball for you, but you can't understand why you are using so long time. Here again, you aerialing too fast. When I'm saying too fast, I mean too soon. You should wait, because the opponent is much closer to the ball than you. He can just single jump on that ball and you're going to miss the ball. But he decides not to do anything. So you were lucky to actually hit the ball there. So here you can see that the opponent might challenge this ball, and the opponent is just left to the ball, which means he can hit it. If he's going to hit the ball, it will go probably 90 degrees in front. So I think you should block this shot by tilting your car more to the right and single jump, then going straight into the ball. Because if you go to the ball the same time as him, obviously you're not going to score it. It's just going to go away. But if you try to block this shot, the ball might have gone into the net. Yeah, that's good. It's very good that you bumped him. That's an open net as well, but let's see what we could have done differently here. Yeah, I think you're hesitating with flipping. If you look in this position again, right now you can see that the opponent is flipping his car. If he's flipping his car, he's stuck in the animation, which means that you can go and challenge. And you also know that the other opponent, both the opponents are out of reach of the ball right now. So you can just, if you had just spent your 14 boosts and flipped this ball, even if you didn't score it, you would have made it easier for your teammate to follow up. But since you're not using your boost, you can see that the opponent is coming to the ball before you. So this is the fourth open net that your team should have scored. It was, of course, very awkward for your teammate to do anything, so you should have done something differently here. Yeah, this is alright, because your teammate is there. It's fine that you choose to flip into the ball like that. In this position right here, even if you give an assist, it's going to be very awkward for your teammate to do anything. So you should just wait till your teammate has gone away from the ball, because right now you can see that your teammate is actually closest to the ball and the opponent is also close to the ball, which means that if you go to this ball right now and they just dribble you, they're going to score this. But luckily your teammate was, yeah, so here you have the fifth open net that you missed, because you choose to kind of go for the ball. You gotta understand, technically you can say this is your ball because your teammate has done his play, but since he landed very close to the ball and the opponent is also close to the ball, this is a threat for your net, and you are still last man because your teammate can't rotate from this position if the ball goes into your net. So you want to just stay here and wait. I would have just waited right here and see, maybe there will be a pass or maybe they will shoot into your net. At least you can save it. So just think like that. If you are last man, think that you need to be able to save your net, and you also need to be able to score the assist. But by you going for this ball, even if you give a good assist, your teammate can't take it. It's better to just wait. So if you had just waited instead of going for this, you would have scored this. Okay, this is very weird. If you choose to drive behind, you don't want to go to the right. If you challenge by going to the right, you kind of leaving your net undefended, you know. You want to defend your net when you're going for a 50-50. And you can see that the opponent's car is like to the right of the ball, which means that he needs to take it down and go more towards his left, which means that you should challenge by driving your car more to your left as well. You want to mimic his movements. By doing this, if this was a good player, the opponent was a good player, he could have just passed the ball to the middle of the field and you would have been out of reach. But he chose not to do it. So this was an open net that your teammate should have taken, but let's see. That was an open net from your teammate. Here you should just, yeah, I think, let's see here. Let's see one more time. So in this situation right here, if you want to go for a ball, you can go for a ball, because the one opponent just flips and is like stuck in the animation. The other opponent is a little bit too close to the ball, and when the ball is going very high up in the air, it will be very awkward for him to do an aerial. So if you want to go for that, you could have gone for it. But if you want to grab this, you have 70 boost. You don't need to grab this big boost. But if you want to grab a big boost, you got to do it quickly, because that's the problem. You're just driving into the boost and then going for this boost instead of actually going for the ball. And that's the reason you guys are bumping each other. If you had taken this boost, big boost a little bit earlier, your teammate probably would have dodged this boost. And in reality, like, none of you guys needed that big boost, but it's of course good that one of you guys take this big boost. But since you are first man and you should challenge this ball, you should not focus on getting this boost, to be honest. And now you're taking both boosts and your teammate has 0 boost, which is like, yeah. So if I were you, I would just dodge this boost. I know the ball is coming, but still just dodge this big boost and let the ball come to you or whatever. Because if both you and your teammate has big boost, it's better for your team. So think more like a teammate, you know. Okay, whenever, like, this is alright, whenever the ball is like above you like this and you can't see your opponent or your teammate, just leave the ball. Do not flip for this ball, because you're not going to do a controlled touch from the ball. You don't know where the ball is going to go, and you don't even know if anyone is challenging. So as you see, your teammate challenged. Okay, so we go back again. As you see here, there is a corner big boost right there. So when you lose this challenge, you want to go for this corner big boost if you want a big boost. You should not go for this mid boost anyways. Even if the opponent took your corner boost, it doesn't matter. You should rotate back because now your teammate is in a really dangerous situation while the opponent's team has ball position. So look also for your teammate's boost. He has 0 boosts, which means that you could have gone for this ball. So this is really awkward. Like it seems like you're trying to defend the net more than you're trying to challenge. If you want to challenge, you should challenge right now because your car is facing like 90 degrees towards their field. If your car is facing towards their field, you should challenge. Your teammate is back. And as you can see right now, you can see that he's going to pop the ball up. You should tilt your car more to the right if you want to challenge. Now it's kind of too late. This is too late for you to challenge because if this guy is able to air dribble, he'll just air dribble it. So it's best to just leave the ball. Your teammate is behind you and he will make a better save based on the fact that he might have positioned his car forward towards the ball. But since you chose to go for it, it's like a double commit and they score. So this is also like, let's see here. Yeah, because you choose to have your car cam for this long, you don't know what's going on in the field. You don't know where the ball is. You don't know who has position. If you had turned on ball cam much earlier, you would have seen that this situation right here, and you would have boosted. But so whenever you grab this boost, you want to just hold boost for some seconds and go towards the play. So here, in this situation here, I would have boost towards the middle, but you choose to flip. I don't understand why you're flipping, because when you're flipping like this, you're stuck in the animation. You can't do anything, even if your teammate is giving an assist, which he's doing right now. So this is like the 6th open net that you maybe could have scored if you had done everything else after kickoff properly. But since you did choose not to, since you chose other decisions, yeah, so this is like 6 open nets that you should have scored. Okay, this is, let's see again. I think you're staying a little bit in the middle. I think I would have gone a little bit more back and stayed like 90 degrees to the right, because he sees that you're not defending your backside and you're in the middle of the net. So he knows that if he can get the ball away from you, his teammate, like the opponent, will be able to score, because it's really hard to save shots that is going behind you, right? And here also, like, you're just driving. This is a big threat. If you're going to challenge this, you have to flip into the ball. You need to flip towards the left. So you actually would have won this 50 if you had done it, but you should just drive. And here, you need to rotate back quickly. You're just going for the play. Your teammate is going for a 50. And it seems like you just suggest that he's going to win the 50, which is not the reality. The reality is that he might also lose the 50, and you want to secure your net by going back. I think you're playing a little bit too close here. This is fine. Okay, this was really awkward. Like, you gotta always think about your angle. From this position, you have an angle to the net. And you see your teammate is going for the ball because the opponent is also challenging the ball. So you need to wait. And as I said earlier, you want to defend your net as well as you want to take assists. You don't want to get out of your way. If you and like you have no angle here. If you just wait for your teammate, maybe a split second, it would have been maybe a goal. And here, I don't understand why you're not boosting. You have 100 boosts and you're not using any boost. You're just flipping. So just use boost. You have mini pads, small pads. Your boost is going to fill up anyways. So again, if your teammate is on the ball, you have to wait. And as you can see right here, he's taking a flick reset. He has a reset, which means you can't challenge his ball before he have eventually done his flip. And you chose to go for this ball, you get dribbled by your teammate. And they might score this. I think this is really hard to say anything about. I think this is fine. That's good. No. I understand that you get a little bit panicked. This is fine. So here you can see that the one opponent just flipped into the ball. So he is out of the play. He's stuck in animation. He can't do anything. The other opponent is rotating towards your net, to their net, which means that they are driving backwards, like they're not facing the ball. So you have time here to just let it bounce instead of using almost all your boosts that you had. And if you like, this is good. This is all right. Jump down instead of driving down. It's much faster to just jump and get your car down. Again, you're just doing the same mistakes. And you're not covering your net. If someone does a 50-50, will look for the opponent. The opponent is not challenging. You don't have to go for this ball. And your teammate has boost. He can air dribble. If you had a shot on target, I would kind of understand it. Okay, so this is probably going into the net now. But if you just go back, if you're in a situation like this, where your teammate can't save the shots, so this all depends on you. You can't just drive towards the ball because the ball is out of reach. You want to aerial right now and try to read the ball and try to pinch the ball or touch the ball, whatever. That's the only option you have here. but you luckily saved it. So yeah, you guys had like day one with 3-0, but your team had like 6 or 7 open nets. One of them your teammate should have taken, while the rest were kind of your fault. But yeah, if you just watch this replay and increase on your decision making, make better decision making and better plays, follow my instructions, I can guarantee you you'll be champ 1 as soon as possible. Thanks for watching.